Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. I have a video for you today on a couple of sheets that I just finished, and these are going to... Alright, change of plans so I don't have to go fetch because I forgot to bring one of them over to the bench. Alright, so this one is a sheath I made for a SOG Seal Pup, not the Seal Pup Elite. And I did find out, because I've always wondered if there's any difference between the two. I have a Seal Pup Elite, and this is just the regular Seal Pup. The difference that I discovered, not that I couldn't have just looked it up on specs or anything, but the blade is a little bit narrower on the Seal Pup than it is on the Elite. And the Elite also has sort of a ridged back. It's jimping all the way down, and I think that's intended to be able to notch, maybe put a notch in the wood. It's not really a saw back, it's not an aggressive edge or anything, but you can definitely do some notching with it. So anyway, those are the primary differences. I think the handle is slightly thinner on this one as well, slightly narrower I should say. But in any event, I'm a big fan. I just love these grips. I love whatever this handle is. I'm not sure if it's Kraton or what, but I'm a huge fan of the SOG Seal Pup and Seal Pup Elite. For someone like me who doesn't like serrated edges at all, both of those knives have won me over. So, although plain edge would be preferable for me. Okay, so this one is going to, bear with me one second. Alright, so this is going to Joshua out in Twin Falls, Idaho. Or is it Iowa or Idaho? Idaho. Okay. Sorry about that, Josh. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting for that info. I'm struggling today. Anyway, he asked me if I could make him a sheath for his SOG Seal Pup with a Punisher thin blue line. He'd said preferably a flag with a thin blue line, but if not, then the Punisher. And I didn't have any of the flag on hand, but I did have some Punisher, and we'd agreed that I could get this out to him expedited. So this is what we got. He wanted it to ride on mollies, and his intention is to wear it on the upper right corner of his vest. So I don't know if he's law enforcement or military. I can't remember. I think he's military, but his intention is to essentially draw it with his weak hand, which is his left hand, and off of that angle on his chest. So I think that's a nice setup there. And he was concerned at first about carrying it inverted, but I assured him that with Kydex, that's not an issue. You're not going to lose your knife, and I added just a little extra retention to make it feel that much more secure. But you can see it does still have a one-handed draw. It's just you got to put a little more power into it with your thumb to get that off there. So I find it to be just slightly over what I would consider to be a perfect or perfectly comfortable draw, but it's still very, very manageable. And I think especially when you're going to add the pressure of drawing with your arm, that is an absolute non-issue. So alright, so that is pretty much all I have to show you on this one. Obviously I used black Kydex, and let me show you really quick why I did that. Alright, so I don't have any more of the thin blue line, or do I? No, I don't. But I have a regular Punisher. It's the same exact size skull, and this is why I did it. Because when you buy these 8x8 inch square sheets from Holster Builder, great company, awesome products, I really love them. But when you buy their sheets like this, you get one centered, whatever the pattern is. So I'm not a big fan of that. Excuse me. Sorry guys. Not a big fan of that in terms of making a sheath for most knives, because what you wind up with is, if you want to center that, you don't have enough material to actually fold over the other side and wrap it around to complete the sheath. So the only alternative is, well, there are two alternatives. One, you could do a pancake style sheath, which is fine, but taco, in my opinion, is far superior. And when it comes to making a pancake style sheath with mollies on it, you can obviously put some kind of plate lifted off the back that has proper spacing for the mollies, but it's ideal if you just have the mollies fixed directly to the sheath at the appropriate interval spacing, so 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6 inches, etc. In this case, we are looking at mollies spaced at 1.5 inches from center to center. So these will work. These are compatible with molly panels. So if I were just to have built, I measured it out beforehand just to make sure, but if I were to do it, I couldn't do a 1.5 inch because the blade is too wide for me to do that, and 3 inches would put them out, you know, an awkward spacing. So it'd be essentially there. So you think about how wide the sheath would actually have to be. And I've done that a couple times, but I really don't like that, and especially when we're talking about something that's going on a tack vest, where he's probably going to be carrying other crucial gear for his mission. I don't want to occupy a ton of space, so this is about as low profile as I could get it, and it also encompasses the pattern. So this is the other alternative, which is to forge forward with a taco style sheath, but you have to use something as a base color for that sheath. So I did solid black. I thought that would go well, and then just put the Punisher skull over it. You can see that it is riveted all along. Every rivet is shared by both patterns, and this goes only on the front side. As far as the back side, there's just enough material to wrap around and form. Oh, there you go. You can see where I stopped. I even kind of did a little design, kind of tracing the contour of the sheath itself, but it wraps around far enough that I could actually mold an outcrop onto it, so that inside that outcrop I could have the female hardware ready to receive the molly lock, so that you can just plug the male hardware in through this, and it hides everything. It's very secure mount. So anyway, I thought this was the best option to go with as far as that all goes. Low profile, good retention. It's a stronger build than a pancake sheath. It's not going to occupy too much space on his vest. It's got his pattern, excellent draw, etc., etc. So I'm really happy with how this came out. I think it's a beautiful sheath. I really enjoy doing plates that have this kind of bordered edge, where you can see the beveled smooth edge of the under, or the base color, or whatever you want to call it, and then a little bit of the flat of it, and then you get the bevel of whatever's on top of it. So that's kind of the style I'm drifting toward nowadays. So you'll notice that a lot in my work. But in any event, let me know what you guys think of this sheath. Let me know down below in the comment section, and tell me what you think of SOG knives. What are your experiences with it, and do you have a favorite model? For me, it's definitely the Seal Pup Elite. Big fan of a few of their others. I like the SOG Pentagon quite a bit, and I just bought a couple of I don't even know what they're called. I saw them on eBay. It was like SOG Fieldcraft or something like that, but I'll probably be making sheets for those and just selling them. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Hopefully in the next month or so I'll have something out on that. But anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely let me know what you think, and I appreciate you tuning in. Stick around for the next one, guys. God bless.